Hello everybody, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I'm Martin Wenzel. I have purchased the New Mexico mod, extension, pack, DLC, whatever you call it. Looking forward to going there. And this trip will take us close, but not into New Mexico. It's been about a month since I've driven in American Truck Simulator. The game looks pretty different. Performance-wise, it seems a little bit better with the new update. And I'll go into that a little bit more about why. Let's see what we're taking for a job. Taking a Caterpillar TH514C, 24,515 pounds. That's that right there. Taking that to San Simon. We are in Carson City, Nevada. We're taking this to San Simon, Arizona. We have until Monday. It is Sunday morning, 5 o'clock, and it is a nice rainy day in Nevada. So let's get on the road. Get the wipers going. Get the lights on. Alright, this is going to be a pretty long trip, 950 miles. So, last time I drove, I'm not sure if I made a video while doing this, or if it was while trying to make this episode actually, and then scrapping it. My steering wheel, G27 Logitech, started struggling to stay straight. So on the screen, you can see when I turn the wheel, 90 degrees to the right, looks 90 degrees to the right on the screen. Same thing going the other way. And here's centered. And what was happening is, for me to be centered, I had to have the wheel turned about 90 degrees to the left. My physical wheel outside of the computer turned 90 degrees to the left. So that was really proving difficult driving in this game and iRacing and any other thing I would use my steering wheel for. And the problem was, there's a little encoder, this little plastic circle piece that's right next to the motor of the wheel. And it has about 30 slots. And through those slots, there's a laser is shot through the slot from one side to the other side. There's a black receiver, and it goes through the slots. And the slots tell your computer, when it determines which slot it's going through or how many slots it's moved based on the laser, where your wheel is, your physical wheel is, and how your wheel should be displayed in the game. And the problem is that encoder, little plastic cheap piece, was now cracked. And they easily crack with the forces. This is something that's very common with the G27, I guess. And so I had to replace it. So I went online, found a great one done by CM Laser, I believe it's called. I'm not sure if they're out of Thailand or not, but that's where I got my package from. It took about 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks to get it. Received it a couple days ago. Nice brass encoder, the same piece. Slightly different where it's auto-saving on its own. It's a little slightly different than the plastic, but the same piece nonetheless. But it's a brass, and so it's going to be a little bit more sturdy, last longer, shouldn't break. Had the wheel in pieces for the last 2-3 weeks, waiting for the piece, and put it in, and driving just fine now. And in that time, we were gifted with New Mexico DLC in American Truck Simulator, finally getting New Mexico. And I'm really excited to drive over there. I've done a few fly-throughs with the free camera, and it looks pretty good. I'm excited about the highway signs. Actually have the real exit numbers. That's something really cool going forward that looks like ATS is going to include. Something I've always been hoping they would do. Really bring that immersion factor up. And I believe the game is also updated to 1.29, or is it 2.8? And a few little changes. Seems to be running a little bit smoother, even with a ton of mods loaded in. And up in the left corner, you can see every time I hit I have a button on my wheel for auto saving. Every time I hit that, little swirly arrows saying saving comes up in the corner. But I don't notice any lag when I do that, like before. So, looks like they've optimized the game a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't use Jazzy Cat's AI traffic mods. The cars, the overall traffic mod for the cars, or the classic cars one, but I can use the trucks, painted trucks, military cargo, all that. And it's simply just because I don't have the latest pack, and it doesn't work with this latest update. It keeps crashing the game. And I haven't been able to download it. My internet is not being agreeable. Still have the enhanced vegetation mod. The realistic roads, so the road textures look pretty awesome. This trip, I decided to just take from Carson City to San Simon, try to get as close to New Mexico. Sort of slipped my mind that the way I do my episodes is I just do it by day, so it wouldn't matter if the end result of this trip was New Mexico or not. This episode we wouldn't be getting there anyway. But this episode's my first real trip. Will be a whole day trucking on American Truck Simulator with my repaired wheel, so I'm really excited about that. about to reach Tonopah. We're going to turn right here. I think we're going to continue following the 93, US 93. That will take us all the way down into Las Vegas. One of the new fire trucks. And State Patrol. That's actually the South 95, not the 93, the 95. Alright, we're going to pull into Circle K for our midday break. DOT mandated half-hour break. And I think we also need to get some gas, so we'll just grab some gas while we're here. I hope I'm in the right line where I can get gas. Yep. I'm going to stop the engine. Let's get some gas. Alright, let's go park and take our half-hour break. Okay, I'll see you about 12:35. Alright, had my half-hour break. Took a bathroom break. Got a sandwich. So let's get back on the road to Arizona, San Simon, Arizona. Something else I noticed in the new update is that they have GPS controls. You can set what kind of GPS you want. If you want the best route, the shortest route. The quickest route. I think those are the options. Not sure if that was in there before, but I noticed it this time going through my settings. So I have it set to best route. Hopefully that will give us more freeways. Won't be taking us on silly back roads that seem shorter but really take longer because of lower speeds and more slow traffic. Okay, I guess I don't have 7. now we're coming up to a real test, see how the game runs a little better maybe. It's Las Vegas, and I am in the wrong lane. Ah. Alright, well, hopefully the path will be able to get another path. But we are up in Las Vegas, and this usually gives the game fits. The frame rates really dip. Alright, good. We can get in this interchange. And we'll get on to the 15, going through downtown Las Vegas. And we'll get off right here. Traffic lights would be nice at this exit. Really hard to see to the left. Seems to be running a little smoother. I don't have any traffic mods on, and I don't have Jazzy Cat's car mod on his cars, so that might be easing it a little bit with the traffic here in Las Vegas. Alright, now we're on the US 93. We're going over the Hoover Dam. A couple of intersections there that are kind of like driving in China. Except in China they actually do have stop signs on the intersections. People just tend to ignore them and pull right out in your path. Felt like that on a couple of those intersections there here in-game Las Vegas. AI didn't seem to want to stop, despite me having the right of way. And then when I turned my blinker on to get over into the left lane, they didn't want to stop either. Or it sped up to try to get in my path. Alright, I'm going over the Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge. Actually walked on this bridge to look at the Hoover Dam this past summer. Is it over there? I think it's over there, yep. To our left. I also believe this is the future Interstate 11 corridor. So they've been building this up, turning it into interstate standards for future Interstate 11 between, I believe, Phoenix and Las Vegas. A direct route. Interstate route. Because as it is, to get from Phoenix to Las Vegas, you're taking the 40, well, not the 40, you're taking, I believe, the 17 up to the 40, and then you're jumping on either US 95 or 93 to get up to Las Vegas. Which, at one point in time, before they upgraded it to interstate standards, as it is now, we're driving on it, it was just a 2-lane highway, US highway, and actually drove over the Hoover Dam. And imagine all that traffic going from Phoenix to Las Vegas, back and forth, truck traffic, tourist traffic. So that is the intended point of having an Interstate 11. So there could just be one interstate that is a direct path between Phoenix and Las Vegas. As it is now, we're going to take the 93 down, I believe, then to the 40, take the 40 over to Flagstaff, take the 17 down to Phoenix, then jump on the 10, and that will take us down to San Simon, which I believe is southeast of Tucson. Alright, we can bypass the upcoming way station. Oh, we got a car. Broken down car. Some of these random events that have been introduced with the release of New Mexico and update 1.29. Saw a broken down bus earlier. And here we are coming up on Interstate 40. As you can see how this kind of bottlenecks everything, really slows traffic down. All the trucks have to go through this little area, get on the freeway. Now this isn't 100% accurate to real life. This is, and I believe this is actually would be Kingman, Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're coming up on Kingman. But it is a little bit of a hassle that trucks have to drive basically into Kingman. Now, if you do support having your small businesses within a city like Kingman or wherever, the loss of truck traffic kind of hurts that, but a lot of truckers aren't going to be stopping at the small diners and stuff in these towns. There's nowhere for the truck to park. And so it really just creates a lot of city traffic with big trucks trying to move through. Alright, do I have a green light? No. They must have a green left turn. Alright, we're going to be turning left up here to get onto the interstate. 40 west, or 40 east, rather. You could drive through Kingman on the old Route 66. The problem here, I can't see the light. I think we need a few more lights here. Maybe on the left side of the road. Kind of where that freeway entrance sign is. Oh, they have a new sign here, Historic Route 66. I think that's new, or rather new. That's really cool to see. Isn't exactly the realistic, or the real life sign, but it is a brown sign with Route 66 on it, so I will give them props for that. Alright, we started driving at 5 a.m. It's almost 5 p.m., so we've been driving 12 hours. We will need to pull over soon to take our rest and reset. So you can see up here, well, they actually changed this sign. This is a new sign, Exit 71. Updated that sign. I don't know if is this a new road? Or if this was always here, but we're going to take the 93 south. This might be a new intersection or interchange. I don't remember this one. Yeah, this looks like a new intersection. And they actually put this in because I think this was missing before. I don't recall 93 coming up to the 40. I might be completely wrong, but I don't remember that interchange before. So that's really cool. Especially with the exit sign saying Exit 71. And all the signs in New Mexico have exit numbers. So that's real step into the realistic direction. And being a sign geek, I really love that. So I think this might be more of the Interstate 11 corridor. It's been upgraded. It looks like it's been upgraded to interstate standards here. And so I have a feeling this is where it's going to follow. And what they'll have to do is they'll have to make some sort of interchange with Interstate 40. Yeah, I don't remember ever driving on this road, and I've covered most of the map in American Truck Simulator prior to starting these videos, so this might actually be a new section that they put in Arizona. Now, I don't know if this was part of an update or part of the, New Mexico DLC. But let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't recall there being US 93 looking like this. So just some more Easter eggs for people in American Truck Simulator. They're not leaving us out with nothing. People have been complaining that the game's incomplete. It's like they're putting more stuff out. New Mexico looks great. I haven't seen it in the truck yet, but it looks great from what I've seen. And this looks like a new road already in Arizona. And Arizona came out a year ago or more when the game came out initially. So this actually helps and makes I really do think this is a new road, because every other time I've driven between Las Vegas and Phoenix, I've had to go up to 17. There might have been a smaller highway that you could cut onto, but it was never, I don't recall it ever being this big, because I would have taken it. I would have taken this highway all the time. But usually I'd have to drive over on the 40 to Flagstaff, then take the 17 down to Phoenix. So I'm going to have to look and see if this is an actual new road that SCS snuck in. Alright, why are you moving over to the left lane? What was the purpose of that? It's a very Chinese trucker move right there. I mean, oh, okay. Okay, see, that's sometimes... Okay, you gotta keep going. Sometimes it'd be helpful if they had the signs out just a little bit further, so I would have known that road was narrowing like that. Yeah, this is all new. Or, I do not remember it. Yeah, this has got to be new. We go on to the South 60. This is all new. I do not remember the South 60 coming all the way up here, or the 60, the US 60 coming all the way up here out of Phoenix. So that is a great little update there. Adding more roads, and that's always been something that I've been disappointed with ATS, is that I don't know how much, Euro Truck Simulator, what roads are missing. Obviously a lot. But on this game, you'll notice roads that should be there, and they're not there. And this is just an example of one. I mean, this is a big highway they just added in here, if I'm not mistaken. And I do not remember this highway at all, so good work on you, SCS. Yeah, this is an all new interchange. South. I'm gonna have to look on the big map and see where all this is, because this is all new to me. And getting a little distracted, we need to pull over soon, really soon, and sleep. It is almost 8 p.m. So technically we're over the driving limit. Look at this field of flowers. Yeah, this is definitely a new area because I have never seen sunflowers in American Truck Simulator. Oh yeah, this is a whole new area. Just looking at that map, yeah, outside of Phoenix. Really, that's incredible. That's very good. They kind of gave a loop road to Phoenix. Added more of the highways that go around Phoenix, so good for you. More content? Didn't even know I was getting it. Alright, looks like he's gonna let me go. We're gonna get into Phoenix and we will find a truck stop somewhere to rest. Now I'm not sure which route would have been shorter if we had just taken the 40 over to the 17, because we'd really have to actually go through Phoenix down to Tucson anyway, so. But that's kind of cool to get a new route on this trip. Phoenix discovered. Yeah, so I haven't been down in Phoenix on this profile yet. Says we can take the 17 to Tucson. So did they add that in too? I'm really gonna have to look at the world map again for the game. A lot of new stuff in this Phoenix area. You can also see the 60 leaving Phoenix. I think it did that before, but it will actually go all the way over to New Mexico now. I think I missed my opportunity to get to a rest area in Phoenix. I guess it's going to be a long episode. We're going to drive over the driving limit. Get some night driving in. Alright, we'll stop at this truck stop here. We're a little later than we should be, but that's okay. Alright, so that was our trip from Carson City to just outside of Phoenix, quite a ways out of Phoenix in reality, and a discovery of a new road, a couple new roads that SES has added in. So tomorrow, Monday, we will finish our trip to San Simon, Arizona, and we will probably be able to start a new trip and get into New Mexico. So until next time, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is American Truck Simulator. Take care.